Hello everyone, welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Lebanon's Shiite community is reportedly facing a semi-Nakba due to Israel's ongoing campaign against Hezbollah, according to UPI. The conflict has led to systematic displacement, destruction, and depopulation of southern Lebanon, the Shiite heartland. Since October 2023, thousands have been killed and entire villages wiped out, with Hezbollah appearing weakened and unable to retaliate effectively. This devastation has sparked growing fear, anger, and anxiety among Shiites, leading to increased criticism of Hezbollah's role in drawing Lebanon into the conflict and its refusal to disarm. Iranian funding to the group has reportedly decreased, and other regional proxies have not provided strong support, fostering a sense of betrayal. Experts suggest Shiite support for Hezbollah, once political, is shifting. While Hezbollah remains capable, its current path is unsustainable. Many of the 1.2 million displaced fear they may never return, with reconstruction potentially taking a decade. Some see this as a Nakba worse than the Palestinian one, highlighting the need for Shiites to integrate more fully into the Lebanese state for their long-term security. Global News reports that Russian opposition politician and Kremlin critic Vladimir Kara-Murza believes the war in Ukraine is backfiring on President Vladimir Putin's regime at home, revealing him as increasingly weak. Kara-Murza, who survived multiple alleged poisoning attempts and was recently freed from a Russian prison, testified in Canadian Parliament, advocating for tougher foreign sanctions against transnational repression. He cited a recent independent Levada Center poll showing 62% of Russians favor peace talks, contrasting sharply with the official narrative of widespread war support. Despite difficulties in accurate polling due to a fear factor, Kara-Murza suggests actual support for peace is likely higher. Evidence of discontent includes economic stagnation, high inflation, increased taxes, and internet shutdowns, alongside growing criticism from social media influencers previously loyal to the Kremlin. Escalating Ukrainian drone attacks deep within Russia and a scaled-down Victory Day parade in Moscow further underscore the regime's vulnerabilities. Kara-Murza expressed confidence that he will return to a democratic Russia, emphasizing the need for the opposition to prepare for a swift and unexpected transition. Financier Bill Browder echoed this sentiment, stating that opposition figures like Kara-Murza are vital as potential future leaders, and Putin's increasingly harsh reactions signify his weakening position. Both critics urge international pressure to push the Kremlin towards negotiations, asserting that long-term global peace hinges on Russia becoming a democratic nation. NPR reports that a deadly strike occurred in the Indian Ocean during the initial stages of the U.S. Iran war. This incident, which took place far from the main conflict zones, severely jolted a quiet seaside town in Sri Lanka. The event serves as a stark illustration of how extensively the conflict's reach can extend, impacting communities and regions far removed from the immediate battlefields. Al Jazeera reports that Ethiopia is preparing to hold its first general election since the formal conclusion of the Tigray peace deal 4 years ago. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's Prosperity Party is widely anticipated to secure a victory in these upcoming polls. However, the electoral process faces significant challenges, as millions of eligible voters in the Tigray and Amhara regions will be unable to participate. Furthermore, opposition factions have voiced strong accusations against the government, claiming that certain rival parties have been deliberately excluded from the electoral race. This situation raises concerns about the inclusivity and fairness of the elections. Coming at a critical juncture for the nation's stability and democratic development, Al Jazeera's Kayleigh Callahan provides further details on these developments. NTD News reports that the U.S. Department of Commerce recently took action to close a significant year-old loophole that had potentially allowed the export of highly advanced AI chips, such as Nvidia's Rubin and Blackwell processors and AMD's MI350 to Chinese entities located outside China. This unexpected guidance aims to reinforce broader U.S. efforts to restrict Chinese firms' access to semiconductors vital for developing advanced AI capabilities. The loophole originated in May 2025 when the Trump administration opted not to enforce an AI diffusion rule established during the final days of the Biden administration. While it remains unclear how many chips were exported during this period, the new directive ensures that license requirements for advanced chips will now apply to entities headquartered in China, regardless of their physical location. The guidance clarifies that existing data centers are not required to cease using or servicing these advanced computing items. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.